lovelies. It is so nice to see you again, or it's nice to meet you if you've never seen me before or have never seen my channel. My name is Jade and I am an intuitive reader. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading in terms of love. So this reading can apply to you whether you're in a relationship, you're single, or maybe it's a little bit messy, so you would consider it complicated. We're just here to give you the answers, my love. So let's get right into it. I'm going to show you a number of groups. If you are not already familiar with pick a card readings, you pause the video for your preference, and then you take as much time as you would like to pick whatever card calls out to you, whether you find it to be very pretty or it's just calling to you for whatever reason. And then you can check the timestamps below in the description. Hello, group number 1. This is your reading. My love, it seems like you've been going through a lot. We have the devil starting off. So most definitely right now, you're kind of in a karmic situation. You've recently lost somebody who was very, very toxic to you. So that's why I'm kind of indicating a karmic partner here. And I can see that you've been stalking them for quite some time, whether you've just been thinking about them or you've actually been watching their social media pages. I feel like you trying to figure out what's going on in their life will try to make, your confusion about the situation a little bit less, difficult for your mind. However, it seems as though with the Tower, it being in reverse, you're not experiencing things the way they're supposed to be experienced, my love. If you are familiar with tarot, you know that this chain right here, holding these two people together, is very unhealthy. You need to accept what's going on and release this unwanted and this harmful reality, because also as well with the Three of Cups, it seems like you're kind of acting out in order to ignore the reality of this romantic situation that has been falling apart. Maybe this person or this breakup occurred within December of 2021, or maybe even in the December of 2020. But however, it's definitely been affecting you for quite a long time. We literally do have sorrow over a loss. So you do have the right to grieve, my love. However, after a certain point, you're kind of wasting time thinking about this person who truly does not care about you. And Spirit is telling you here, this is a warning that you need to be mindful of your behavior, because it doesn't seem like a lot of growth is going to be occurring within the next few months. So please, this is a warning of your future behavior. And since you already know this information, please be mindful of anything that you might be very hostile against, realizing some behaviors that may not be the healthiest things because you feel as though it brings comfort to you. Like, for an example, nicotine, drinking, or even partying, hanging out with people too much, relying on others to be your safe haven or to be your comfort is really unhealthy, and that really affects your self-reliance, babe. It seems like you keep distracting yourself because you're just so overwhelmed with what's going on. Your mind is really clouded. We do have a lot of clouds here, and with the destruction here. And it seems as though you want to keep your ego inflated. If you are familiar with tarot, this crown here in the Tower moment is indicating that the crown that's being held by the ego is going to be tipped off. It's no longer going to be in the power of authority. However, within your behavior and within your lifestyle, it seems like you're kind of having trouble letting go of that ego because you're using it to protect you. And it's so interesting that we're talking about protection as well, because with the Page of Swords right here, it seems as though you're very haphazardly waving your sword so people will stay away from you, because right now is definitely not the time to mess with you, my love. It seems like right now you're kind of in this powerful mindset, and you're kind of destructive at the same time. So please be mindful of that, because you are the creator of your own reality. And if you are really chained to these ways of living and you don't want to let go of these unhealthy foundations, then they're going to persist in your life, okay? So just be mindful of that. In the meantime, you can really spend your energy and your time and the most important parts of yourself by focusing on a job, something that's actually going to bring some abundance in your life. Because be honest with yourself, are any of these unhealthy habits really bringing abundance to you? Is this creating change in a positive way in any kind of aspect of your life? And if it's not, then maybe you should think about how you can modify this behavior to actually be a more productive and a more mature individual at your age, no matter how old you are and what stage in life you are at. Okay, think about the things that are important, because you do have the right to grieve. You do have the right to be upset upset about the things that upset you, or at least be upset about the things that you have lost and work so hard to maintain or to bring into your life. But not everything stays in your life. And I do believe within the month of March, maybe some spring cleaning will be really important to you with this Tower moment of letting go of all these unhealthy habits, unhealthy people, or unhealthy mindsets that keep in your life to keep you comfortable, to keep you sane. But in the reality of things, it's kind of driving you wild. So please be mindful of that. So my love, I decided to pull some angel answers, and we got romance and we got let go. Spirit definitely wants you to let go of that person, because babe, if this person does not want to be in your life and you're trying to hold them and grasp them and take control of your reality, you're kind of slowing your manifestations. You're slowing the flow of life, okay? Be mindful of that. The spirit animal that you need to start embodying is the grizzly bear, and it symbolizes power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. If you would like to look up more information on the grizzly bear for spirit animal information, just look that up. It's such a beautiful card. A time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. I'm really feeling the energy that Spirit brought this card out because they want you to recognize you are taking a lot of energy, and you're kind of taking your own energy as well, because you feel like you had lack of control in the last relationship that you're in. So right now you're in a phase that you want to be in control. You want to be empowered. However, you may not be empowered in the right ways, not in ways that are actually truly healthy in alignment with your spiritual journey. So please be mindful of that. Don't be biased with some of the things that you hold so much importance on. It may not be as healthy as you anticipated it is. Okay guys, let's move on to group number 2. Hello group number 2. Thank you for picking me to be your intuitive reader. So far for the tarot, we have the World, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse, and then the Hierophant in reverse. Please don't be scared, guys. I know this definitely looks like a intimidating reading, but it is not. I find it to be actually very positive within love. So with the World here, we do have a form of completion within a cycle. So I do find that to be a really great way to start. And I feel as though that the rest of the cards are indicating what this cycle is. So let me get right into it. I feel like with the 9 of Swords being in reverse, you are learning how to not be so anxious about your future, because especially in love, you're probably definitely worried about when you're going to manifest this soulmate, when the right person is going to come into your life. And I feel as though that for quite some time you're very rigid with the way you want things done. That's why we do have the Hierophant here in reverse. It's like you're very, very strict on how you want things done, and that also kind of grips the flow of life, you know, the way Spirit wants to manifest things into your physical reality. And so you wanting to be so specific and not take any other opportunities, it makes it quite difficult for Spirit to bring in these blessings. And I feel like for quite some time you were just being trapped by fear. If you're familiar with the 8 of Swords, it symbolizes mental imprisonment. It's each of your fears, each of your insecurities clouding your judgment and keeping you in this really stagnant state of mind, because you tell yourself that your fears are protecting you, but in reality they're hindering your journey. So that's why this beautiful cat here looks like he's all tied up within the toilet paper, because this was his own doing. He started getting wrapped up in the fears and started playing, and then it became like a snowball effect, and it became bigger for him to actually handle. And I do feel like all of these things stem from, you know, emotional vulnerability. You do struggle with just trusting Spirit and having faith within yourself and within in Spirit, Source, the universe, God, whatever you would like to call that energy. But I do find it quite positive that you are going through this progression within your mental health. You do have a lot of worry over nothing. I'm so glad that the whale is here. Maybe this is one of your favorite animals. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like by the month of October in 2022, I am posting this in January of 2022, I do feel like you will be accomplished with this cycle. And you will be accomplished with letting go of all of these fears that are associated with your self-esteem. They're associated with your perception of your personality or your appearance or how you perceive yourself in romantic relationships. You will definitely be shown the way by spirit. You are looking for the answers. However, the answers that are being given to you, you're kind of a little bit in denial about what those truths are. So please have an open mind, my love. Please don't keep yourself in this stagnant state of mind to keep your ego comfortable. You deserve to have things met in your needs and in your wants. But you need to open yourself up and let go of that ego that could be creating a false sense of comfort. Some of the things that you might seem as healthy or you might deem as healthy in a romantic situation may be false or it may be biased. So please be mindful of that. But we do have an exciting event, so maybe you will meet a potential romantic partner at an exciting event, or maybe you're just going to be attending a social event that's going to kind of set you up to be more confident and feel more confident in yourself and interacting with people around you and just interacting with strangers and having a great time. So I find it to be very positive. Could be a Halloween party here with the month of October. Or even Christmas here with this beautiful little wreath. I just keep seeing like you getting tied up in things. So be mindful about any blockages or any circumstances that you might be, allowing into your life, that also allows your journey to go at a slower progression than you anticipated, okay? For your Moonology cards, we have Hold Your Vision. And I love that we're at a fixed moon. I feel like you're definitely halfway through your journey or within your progression of self-esteem and confidence. So please think about, what do you perceive to be a healthy, successful romantic relationship? Do you want your partner to have certain requirements, to have a certain personality, to have a certain appearance, maybe certain hobbies that you guys share together? But please hold that healthy vision of love. And even if it's that fantasy version, make that happen. Trust that that's what you want, and don't lower your standards just to make that romantic pool a little bit bigger, okay, my love? So if you need confirmation from spirit to see which, qualities or perceptions of love you need to let go or modify, ask spirit for a sign. I know it says look for a sign, but I always recommend to my viewers to always ask for one instead of just haphazardly looking for a sign and trying to make it fit your shoe, okay? Or make it fit your foot, I'm sorry. But yes, be mindful of that. You can be as specific or as general as you want. Just ask spirit to give you a confirmation about should you want someone who does this, or should you, do this with this person, whatever question you may have. And then also related to an animal, okay? If you want, or even angel numbers, whatever floats your boat, my love. And if you came into this reading with a particular question, a yes or no question in mind, my love, group number 2, we have a hard yes. So it's like a yes, like screaming, like literally worlds are gonna collide, like things are gonna happen. So please be mindful that maybe in the month of October here, we're gonna have abundance come through in some sort of fashion. So please have an open mind, have an open heart, and be open to the possibilities that you may not perceive to be truly there. Not everything is gonna look the way that you wanted it to look, okay? But it's still that present. It still has that value. And now, guys, we're gonna be moving on to group number 3. Hello, my group number 3. For your tarot, we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Justice card, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords upright, and then we have Judgment. And for your tea leaves down here, I just want to read them quickly. We have July, so maybe you were born in July or something's going to happen in July of 2022 or whenever you see this video. We have Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Parrot, someone will gossip about all of your secrets, so please be mindful of who you share sensitive information with for the next few months. And then we have Desk, and it says pay attention to your work. It doesn't necessarily need to talk about financial work, but just your efforts. And then we have Horseshoe lastly with good luck. So let's get into it, my love. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of good luck when it comes to satisfaction within the next few months. I feel like you're gonna be more confident in yourself, in your appearance, in your personality, and your efforts down here. You could be in school, whether you're in high school, college, or you are in some type of program to receive some type of certification for a profession. And I feel like you're very much relying on yourself. Do you see how she has like that little crown on her head? She's just on top of the world. She's taking care of herself or taking care of himself and looks so beautiful and handsome doing it. Look at her, the peacock, like showing her stripes off. It looks so beautiful. And we do have the Justice right here. That's symbolizing balance. So for quite some time, there could have been this type of imbalance in your life that created this difficulty, but now it's like you now have all your ducks in line. But please be mindful that even though things might be going really well for you, that doesn't necessarily mean that all of your endeavors are going to grow into something strong and stable like this beautiful tree here. That's why we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's talking about you planting seeds with people, like you're putting effort into relationships with new individuals, with new romantic interests. However, those efforts are not really going to be taking off within the next few months. So please be mindful of who you trust and who you want to rely on, because it seems as though with the Knight of Swords here, that could be somebody in your life who could be very impulsive. Could be male figure, could be male figure. However, it's just somebody who doesn't know how to act mature and how to be reliable to somebody else, and especially in forms of communication as well. They're not the best communicator. They may be very hostile. They may be just inconsiderate of other people's feelings. So please be mindful if that's somebody you want to spend time with, because it could be somebody who reflects a lot of your insecurities or any things that you have not worked on, just on any unhealthy traits. And that's why we do have the Judgment card here. It seems like you're always going to run into the same lesson until you look it in the face and you make that judgment call to act differently. So if you're upset with any romantic interest within the next few months, you don't like their personality, you don't like their attitude, how they handle themselves, please ask yourself, do I relate to this in any way? Even if you don't, just as simple as you not calling them to cancel a date, you don't want to just leave somebody hanging. Please be mindful if you have done that. I feel like this person is quite immature. That's why they want to share your secrets. They actually do not find you to be that important, so they do not find value in your information and in your secrets, okay? So please be mindful who you actually call a friend during this time. I feel like there's a lot of fun gonna happen. When I was shuffling these cards, the Three of Cups did fall out. So I do feel like you're gonna be spending a lot of time with people. You're gonna be socializing, but be mindful. What kind of relationships are you gonna put effort into? Maybe you could put effort into unproductive relationships, and you need to not do your best not to do that. Do your best to recognize situations before you invest in them, okay? I am so happy that we got success and abundance. And it goes right back to the Nine of Pentacles here of self-reliance within your finances, or at least just in your stability. You being confident in yourself and you trusting yourself, relying on just you, you're going to make so much happen for you, okay? Luck is definitely going to be on your side within the next few months. So take advantage of that. And while you're taking advantage of that, you might as well show the world the real you. I feel like there's a lot of energy you need to release, and not to release to get rid of, but to release just to show people. Show anybody that side of you, whether it's a talent that you've been hiding, an interest you've been hiding, information that you've been scared to share to people because you were embarrassed. Now you are successful. You are now confident. Be confident in yourself and let the overwhelming emotions flow out. Laugh. Cry if you need to. Feel confident with who you truly are. Everybody cries. I don't care if you're having the best day. Some people cry because they're so happy. I do, and I'm not shameful about that. So please don't be shameful about your energy and any kind of needs or wants that you have. You are very unique and you are very blessed. And you have the human right to express who you truly are without judgment. Okay, group number 3, you've got this. This is going to be a really successful next few months. But just be mindful of what you consider success and how you want success to look for you.